especially with our sound system. We don't want to get out there and start raining. Plus, it's a lot cooler in here than it is outside. Please bear with us, and thank you for coming. Mayor Dave Maffei, Councilman James Kanaki, past commanders of the 112th Field Artillery Association, Lieutenant Colonel Tom Smith, past commander. Members of the USC Cadets, John T. Dempster Jr. Division, led by, I had Lieutenant, but I just realized Lieutenant Commander, Michael and Debbie Tracy, so congratulations on your promotions. Very nice. Members and friends of the 112th Field Artillery Association, we join here together this day in remembrance of and to salute those who gave their utmost in the service to our great nation. May their sacrifice and those they left behind never be forgotten. At this point, please stand for the invocation, posting of the colors, national anthem, and the Pledge of Allegiance. On this Memorial Day, please take time to remember those who served before us and made the ultimate sacrifice. Those who served in uniform are no longer with us, and especially their families who also paid the ultimate sacrifice. And we thank the great nation for our heroes, and we will never forget. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. At this time, I'd like to have Mayor Freed Maffei please come forward to have some comments from Lawrence Township. And again, I was honored to be at their service last Saturday, 2 days ago, with Mayor Maffei and Councilman Jim Kanaki, and Lawrence Township did a great job for their veterans and to recognize them. So thank you for that, Mayor.
Good morning. You know, I am very, very humbled to speak in front of a bunch of heroes that we have here. I'm very honored to. I'd like to thank the 112th Field Artillery Association for their kind invitation for me to speak to you today. I am humbled to attend these memorial services this morning and speak to you briefly as the mayor of our Lawrence community. I have attended these services for many years. And while observing the ceremony, I could say, what could I say about these brave souls who have served in our armed forces The only thoughts that come to my mind are those of the heart. The part of the heart that holds the feelings of service, dedication, and appreciation. This day is celebrated as an honor to our veterans and staff who have served our country with pride and dignity in the world arena. To use the word memorial can be used not only to remember those who have given their life for the liberties our Constitution provides, but also to say thank you to all current service men and women that believe our country and our way of life is worth their sacrifices. To those veterans living today, many who have been casualties in their line of duty, all we can do as a community is to support them in achieving the life they left behind, to encourage them to strive for the normal existence we take for granted. Our government must allow the voices of veterans to be heard, what they need to be successful contributors when they return from duty. Whether it be a college degree, retraining in a work field, health care, or other family entitlements, we all need to be aware of veterans' problems and help to serve them. To those attending here who have lost loved ones, trying to fill a void that is impossible to do, I can only speak from the heart. Memories are sometimes not enough, but concentrate on all the love that inspired you to dedicate your life to them. The heart is a fragile thing, but sometimes made of steel. The freedoms that we all take for granted, our armed forces fought or served so we could continue our way of life. Your service, your dedication are appreciated by all who believe in our basic freedoms of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. A thank you is not enough, but sometimes that is all we can give. May God remain at the side of all our armed forces. Speaking for the residents of Orange Township, we honor your sacrifices and hope your heart heals enough to find peace in your life. Whatever we are waiting for, peace of mind, contentment, grace, the inner awareness of simple abundance, it will surely come to us all, but only when we are ready to receive it with an open and grateful heart. May God bless you all, and God bless America. I will end with these words. I shall be there for you today, tomorrow, and always, to love you and to cherish you throughout the coming days. For when you came into my life, I knew you were the one I'd stand beside and walk beside on this long journey home. Thank you.
Time out. If I didn't have my notes, I'd be in trouble. Just like to recognize again Councilman Jim Kanaki, Marine Corps veteran. Phil, not the Marine Corps, Phil?
Never tried.
And a past member of 112 Field Artillery. Jim, thank you. Distinguished guests, fellow 112 Field Artillery Association members, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Now, Kathy and I, where's my wife? Right there. We were at lunch at Menino's a couple weeks ago. when a table of senior citizens were leaving, and I heard one of them say, "I hope you have a happy Memorial Day." And Kathy can tell you, I wasn't too happy when I heard that. And I probably made some comments as she, shh. But I just took that wrong. I think for 99% of us, the population, this may be true. Many people spend time along parade routes, going down to the shore, having a picnic with family and friends, and even watching fireworks at a display at night. Although these things may be fun and make us happy, I do believe they are missing the point as to what Memorial Day really means. For the less of 1% of us who have served our country, Memorial Day has a little different meaning. Memorial Day is a day to remember the men and women who have served in the armed forces of the United States and who are no longer with us. Some have made the ultimate sacrifice while defending this great country. Others have worn the uniform and are no longer with us. This is what Memorial Day is all about, taking time to remember and honor our fallen comrades. We do so today in order to remember the soldiers who have served in the 695 Armored Field Artillery Battalion, the 696 Armored Field Artillery Battalion, and the 3rd Battalion, 112th Field Artillery, whose members have made the ultimate sacrifice. We also remember today members of the 112th Field Artillery Association who have passed away since our last Memorial Day. Most Americans are shamelessly forgetful about the selfless service that the war heroes are given to ensure our Americans' liberty. This is why we must make Memorial Day special and remember these heroes. As the commander of the 112th Field Artillery Association, it is my responsibility to ensure we maintain the heritage of the association and remember and honor our members so that they just don't fade away. Memorial Day is a day when we pause to give thanks to the people who have fought for the things we have. So please honor and give thanks to our veterans that serve so bravely and sacrifice so much. I guess I was at the Lawrence ceremony Saturday, and I guess the guest speaker, Lieutenant Colonel Ed Dowgan, made a comment, and I thought about it, and it really hit me. And I'll just kind of paraphrase a little bit. But when you think of soldiers, Marines, sailors, airmen, Coast Guardsmen have no longer here. You know, they're not really dead until they're forgotten. And it hit home. Those few words hit home. You know, they're not dead until they're forgotten, and we will not forget. I thank you for attending today's ceremony and for remembering our fallen heroes. Thank you. At this time, members of the 112th Field Artillery Association will post the memorial flowers.
On. With your arm.
The members of the 112th Field Artillery Association remember by name those of our units who are fallen.
In memoriam, soldiers from the 695 Armored Field Artillery killed in action during World War II. Private Andrew L. Luda. First Lieutenant William E. Estill, Jr. Corporal Gabriel Grosswert. Private First Class Castellano F. Magistro. Private Lewis F. Mount. Private Roger S. Pancoast. Private First Class Erwin Raymer. Corporal Roy Staudenmeyer. Staff Sergeant Francis W. Walty.
The following members were from the 696th Armored Field Artillery, World War II. Technician 5th Class George F. Appleby. Corporal Robert M. Benson. Private James W. Blankenship. Private First Class Lawrence E. Browning. Technician 5th Class Charles L. Carlson. Private First Class Lynn M. Clark. Technician 5th Class Thurman L. Hertzberger. Technician 4th Class Robert Ensminger. Private Samuel Guglielmo. Corporal William K. Healer. Technician 5th Class Vincent J. Kearney. Sergeant Michael C. Kopak. Sergeant Robert J. Crow. Technician 5th Class Chester D. Landers. First Lieutenant John W. McGraw. Private Harry J. Miller. Private Lewis A. Mount. Technician 4th Class Charles H. Robasco. Technician 4th Class John Servin. Private First Class Charles T. Smith. Corporal John D. Wilson. Technician 4th Class Edward R. Wasaki. Corporal Gerald E. Young.
Operation Iraqi Freedom. Staff Sergeant Frank T. Carville. Specialist Christopher Duffy. Staff Sergeant Humberto Timotea. Sergeant Ryan E. Dulce.
And one name from the 695th from Korea, Corporal William J. O'Donnell. Members of the 112th Field Artillery Association who have passed away since our last Memorial Day. Technical Sergeant, United States Air Force retired, James Allison. Master Sergeant, United States Army, retired, Charles Kahili. Colonel, United States Army, retired, Frank S. Caprario. Command Sergeant Major, United States Army, retired, James Carroll. Colonel, United States Army, retired, Frank T. Chakeen. Lieutenant Colonel, United States Army, retired, Tom Devlin. Special Member, Mrs. Elaine Eberhardt. Sergeant First Class, United States Army, retired, Louis Erico. Staff Sergeant, United States Army, retired, Anthony Faldudo. Mr. Joseph Hoyer. Special Member, Mrs. Susan Lawton. Special Member, Mrs. Patricia Morelli. Command Sergeant Major, United States Army, retired, John Navinger. Special Member Mrs. Jackie Petroselli. Colonel, United States Army retired, Hector G. Peretti. And Colonel, United States Army retired, Tony Radis. The 112th Field Artillery Association Cannon Crew, Fire Mission. We cherish too the poppy red that grows on fields where valor led. It seems to signal to the skies that blood of heroes never dies. Retrieve the colors. This concludes our Memorial Day service. Thank you for taking the time to remember our fallen heroes. I'd like to again thank Mayor Maffei. Thank you. Jim Kanaki, Councilman Jim Kanaki, thank you. And the great job the Sea Cadets have always done for us. Thank you. As always, we will finish with the best song in the military. Again, thank you everyone for coming and enjoy the rest of your day.